Bilbo 10,000 here, bringing you the finale.
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors. Underneath the facade was Mobius the Time Streamer, sorcerer of the Circle of Nine, a ruthless manipulator with the power to bend time. Since his murder at Kain's hands centuries ago, these caves have stood vacant, though, like Mobius himself, they are rumored to be only a facade for a much larger, more elaborate complex. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
And with that, this is the finale of the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This is the final dungeon. We are going into the Oracle's Cave and heading into a ancient machine known as the Chronoplast. So, there's a lot that we gotta do this episode because, you know, we're ending the series. It's gonna be a long one. We've got a giant level to get through, a boss fight to deal with, and some really annoying video footage that appears that sort of ruins the entire freaking thing.
This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the Time Streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
Mobius is a dick. That's pretty much all I can say about the guy. So our goal here, we need to make the time 6 o'clock. Like so. Make it 6 o'clock and it opens up a giant thing. I have no idea what the actual hint towards that is. I just, you know, did as I was told. Alright. We want to shift this around to the left. We want to make that nice red light. Oh, we can't move it to the left. We've got to move it to the right then. Okay. Well, we've got to do this one first. Effectively, this is a challenge where you need to know your colors. Basically, we need to make the colors match the color on the wall. So, let's shift this around once. And with the red, it becomes purple and breaks the glass on that color. Now, we shift it around. Had a bit of a frame drop there, that was interesting. And then we want to make this red, so it's a very simple shift it around once. Breaks the second symbol. Need to shift it around again. And we need to make it blue, so let's shift it around once more. This is actually a surprisingly difficult one to do. We have to move it around this way. It's not even a puzzle, really, because you have to move it left every time. So there's not much of a puzzle here. It's just, it was there. It existed. Once that door is open, we can continue on. Let's find the actual door instead of being annoyed by the camera. This way. Thank you, camera, for, you know, doing your job. There's also an enemy down... Oh, no, it's a dead enemy. Okay, doesn't matter then. I was like, I remember there's an enemy down here, and it's like, oh, he's dead. It's okay. There's definitely another puzzle in here. I don't remember which puzzle it is, but... okay, it's this puzzle. This is a fun one. This puzzle is simple. We have to match the colored tiles up with the symbols on the side. So... and a lot of these symbols are symbols that we have seen throughout the game. So, we want to move red around this way. As you can see, it moves these around. Want to move red around so that it reaches that. That opens up one segment. Blue needs to move around to you, I believe. Where's the blue one? The blue one is over there, I believe, so... Blue is now in the right place, and we just need to move yellow around. Yellow is the sign of Melchior, I believe, so... we need to move it backwards one. There we go. I like how all of these symbols are symbols of stuff we've already seen before, like clan symbols, things like that. It just adds a lot more to the world building. Ow. From this bit, we need to actually glide, I believe. Oh, no, not here, but it's across here we glide. And then we fall. And then I cast sunlight because screw everyone. So here, we need to move these blocks. Push this block out. Push this block out. And actually, wait, no, we want to go over in between here if we want to... No, let me get down. Raziel. Push it forwards. That activates these platforms, which we can now use to ascend to the next area. Whee! We want to cross over to that one over there. And from there, we want to cross over to here. And now we need to make a jump across to there. As you can see, it moves in a sort of upwards, downwards spiral. Like a clock going back and forth. Now we go. In testing, that took me way too long to land that jump. Not even kidding. And we've fallen down a big pit. But it's okay, we've got stuff we need to do up here. First things first. Knock that block down. It's another block puzzle. Who would have guessed in Soul Reaver? Ah. No enemies yet, but there is an enemy at the bottom that we will have to deal with eventually. There we go. And once we head out here, I'm just going to cast sunlight to make sure the enemies die. Yep, that's effectively all we had to do there. Now we need to pretty much match up these blocks with the positions they need to be in. The main issue simply being that a lot of these blocks are not in the place that they really need to be. This thing needs to actually be flipped around, so this is where the puzzle is going to take a bit of a turn. It's just, this is the tedious puzzle of the group, simply because I am not very good at maneuvering around these things. Alright, push that into place. And there's two more pieces we need to put around and sort around. This one would go on that side. And that one's already sort of in position. So we're actually just going to push this one into position now. Like so. It's just this one, because we need to flip it over, and then we need to flip it around to its correct way. Okay. Okay, no. No. Yes. Pull it back. Flip it across here, and that should be it. I solved that a lot quicker this time than I did last time I did this, so I'm pretty happy with that. Is this going forwards? I believe this is. And down we go. Ah, we're in this room. We need to remember these symbols here. So, goalpost, triangle R, Z circle. Oh, we also need to kill this guy. And any enemies around this area, so let's just do that. Sorted. So this is the goalpost, so I want to... move it that way. I want to move it one more. Goalpost lines up with that. This one over here is Z. I believe Z lines up with circle, because triangle and R go together. And then the triangle R go together. So let's head over here. And this way. There we go. Now that that's working correctly, we need to use these little handles that are moving. They're moving at all 3 locations that we did the little spinny thing on. And we need to flip 3 levers. Now, I believe this is the last actual puzzle of this, this actual level. And then we get to a part of the LP that's going to be really awkward and possibly impossible to record. Basically, there is a giant segment coming up where future and past become shown to Raziel. And it's difficult to record because the recording... the visuals change, and the screen resolution instantly changes when it shows these videos, and that wrecks my recording. So I have to stop recording before we get there, and then hopefully, if I can, just insert the videos into the footage, which is a bit difficult, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So, now that we've unlocked that door, we just need to head back around here. Oh, it's not here? It's here. There we are. We can head down this pathway. I'll know if it's that point when I see a giant glowy gate. So. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is getting to that point now, though. Yeah, we're at that point. Alright, guys. So... from this point onwards, I'm going to have to do a bit of a jump cut, but I hope you guys can bear with me. If I can find the videos that are shown, they are flashbacks of various moments. I will show them to you. So, okay. I'll be back in a moment, guys.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
Impossible! This must be one of Kain's deceptions. These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold? My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now, or in some century yet to come? This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies. Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
Alright guys, I'm back. We have just gone through the time stream of Raziel and his potential futures and pasts, and now it is time to face the bad guy. But first, we have one more warp gate that we need to unlock. Now, I was right. Trying to record that segment did crash my computer because the built-in video FMVs, or whatever, they basically switch from game to video, so it sort of crashes any game recording software that I have. Alright. So, let's head through here. Head back out here. Head down to the final battle. It is time to face Kain. Let's get ready for a cutscene. Here we go.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
Oh, he's teleporting.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
Oh.
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even
I ship
closer.
it.
Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. A Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Here we go. Now, before we do anything... What the heck is making that noise? There is legit, like, a bug, and I'm just getting that noise, and that shouldn't be happening. Alright guys, Bilbo10000 here again, welcome back. We just did our jump cut to fix the sound, and I actually recorded the fight once already. However, that recording went down the drain because of an error, so I have to re-record the fight. So, we're gonna go and face Kain, we're gonna get some different dialogue when we come back in, because we've already had our cutscene with him. Hi, Kain.
Have you returned to embrace your destiny?
Yes, I have.
Raziel?
First things first, we need to beat a guy up. Every time you hit him with the Soul Reaver, he appears next to one of these little clocks and he moves them with his magic electricity powers. Yes. Magic electricity powers TM, trademarked. He'll then move up to the next level of the area. We must then follow him to the next level of the area. And that was a failure on my part, and the camera's part. I blame the camera. That's 2 hits. He's gonna flick the second clock, and now it gets difficult, because it's sort of hard to get to him for the third one, because you really cut it close on time. This does become pretty silly as it gets further on in the level. Missed it. It's frustrating, especially when you miss it, because then there's not exactly too much you can do to prevent it. To prevent your... Okay, and we've gone the wrong way again. He was on the other side. Move forwards. Jump. There we go. With that third hit, that is that. And this is the final cutscene of the game. Be warned, I'm going to be ending it prematurely, so enjoy.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
And he runs away. Into the time stream, going back in time. Oh god.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
No. And he does. He's going back in time as well. And he appears in this lovely infinity room. And look who it is! It's the guy from the statue from earlier. It's Mobius, the dick.
Raziel,
No one likes him.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
And that is that. I stopped recording a little bit prematurely, because otherwise my recording would have broken. However, that is the end of the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. If you enjoyed this series, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on VidMe, feel free to upvote. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It is one of my favourite games from my childhood. Does it hold up? I think it does in some aspects and it doesn't in others. It wasn't the perfect game that I remembered, but it was brilliant to play through. I adore the story. I think that the glyphs were all fun and unique. I just feel like this game had a lot more potential, and I think that they realized that in the sequel games, so I'm very excited to eventually play those. But, This was brilliant. Really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to finish the game. So, thank you very much for watching this Let's Play. My next Let's Play will be Titan Souls for Steam, and that's going to be about 4 to 5, maybe 6 episodes, depending. And then we're going to see what happens. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye, guys.